Let's make some money. Most of you said to me, not all of you, but some of you said, you cannot make money by buying only the S&P. You can't do it. It's a load of rubbish. Well, I'm telling you now, you can, because I've made nearly $3,000 today. There's 2.5 there. And there's another, what have I got in my Roth IRA today? There's another 400. Yeah, there's about $3,000 there, because people say, well, it only makes 10% a year. Why bother about 10% a year? Yeah, but it's 10% a year every year. In fact, this year, it could be 30%. So it's not just 10% a year. But here's the most important part that everyone misses out. They go, well, I would rather buy Binky Bonk. I would rather buy FFIE on GameStop. Would you? Well, the thing is, if you buy Binky Bonk or GameStop or FFIE or some other rubbish like that, you've got to sell it. Because if you hold on to it, I guarantee everybody else will. I don't have to sell. And when you sell, you pay capital gains tax. So you actually didn't have as much money as you thought you did. And then because you thought you were the greatest investor in the world, you go and buy something else. Next time, it doesn't work out. And now you haven't got money to pay the tax at the end of the year when you get sent your tax bill. Or you could just buy and own the great businesses and never sell and live on the dividends. That's what I do. So how can you possibly be up 2.73% today? That doesn't make any sense. He's making this up. It can't be real. I don't believe it. There's no way he's made $2,000 today. Look, I'm looking at it. The S&P is only up 1.63. What's he doing? Martin Lucas, he's making it up. He tells lies. He tells lies. It's only up 1.63. He's virtually doubled the market. How has he done that? Is he the greatest investor in the world? Yep. I'm the greatest investor in the world. I don't believe it. How is he doing it? How is that possible? I don't think that's real. I think that's AI. It's made up. Well, you could think like that, or you could just watch the show and find out. I never do options, and I never do short the stock. I just buy and own. That doesn't explain why you're beating the market, why you're doubling it. Hang on a minute. People always say that Warren Buffett is the greatest investor of all time. No, he's not. He's not. He just lived longer and did the right thing for the longest time. That's all. It just doubles and doubles. Once he was 60, the majority of his money was made after he was 60. The same as if I said to you, if I give you a penny or $1 million, what do you want? The penny will double every day for a month. You'll have more money than you would if you took $1 million. It's just doing the right thing for the longest time. And I've been doing it for ages. 6 months as it happens, that's all, but look how it works. Hang on a minute, you still haven't answered how you're doubling the market. You've not done options, you're not shorted the stock, you've not bought FFIE, you've not bought GameStop, you're not buying Binky Bonk. What is going on? How are you doubling the market? Easy. Forget 10, 13% a year. Forget 30% a year on the S&P. Think a 3x by the end of the decade. And then some. Hang on a minute, you're making predictions bigger than Tom Lee. What's going on? Tom Lee said the S&P will 3x by the end of the decade. You're saying, and then some. Now that's too much. I can't cope with this. Yes, I am saying it, and I'm going to stick to saying it. And here is how. It's very, very easy. I left home at 16. It's very, very easy to make money. I've been providing for myself my entire life. Making money is as easy as falling off a log. In this world, if you like hard work, I love hard work. I'll work harder than anyone. 12 hours a day in the studio. Number one. Number two, you never give up. You always stay invested. So you still haven't answered how you're up 2.73. Okay, I'll answer you now then. This is how you do it. If you buy a great business, for me, I own 507 great businesses, because the S&P is 507, by the way. At least it is on VU, just to let you know. What I do is, if I just bought every month, which is what most people do when they get paid every month, that's lazy, that's easy, that's okay. That's where the 10 to 13% comes from. Well, how are you doubling it? Hold on, I'm going to tell you. What you do is you react to the macro conditions. Macro conditions are things externally, away from the stocks, away from the market, that are just noise and rubbish. The sort of stuff that you get on the TV to sell, to make sure you watch the channel. The rubbish you get from Meet Kevin, By the way, my training program ends today. It's been ending every day for the last 10 years, mate. Why is it always ending? Because they want to sell you stuff. Our training program is free. So, why are you beating the market? Okay, I've got to it. You react on the macro conditions. One macro condition, it's become quite infamous now on my show. And remember, I'm not pro-Democrat or pro-Republic. I'm completely neutral. I am a green card holder. I can't vote. I have nothing to say about it either way. I just report the facts. But I do debunk the lies. Donald Trump said when Iran invaded Israel, the United States would come to an end in 48 hours. The world would be at an end in 48 hours. Okay. What happened? The market went down. I got a 4.5% discount with the S&P. What a load of rubbish. What a load of bloody rubbish. If it had come to an end, I wouldn't have cared because I'd have been dead anyway. What a load of rubbish. The companies are still selling phones. Amazon's still delivering to your front door with your bread and cheese, right? Nothing has changed. So it went down 4%. I turned on margin and boom, look, there you go. There's the margin, 52,572. That's why I'm beating the market. It's very, very simple. When it goes up, it amplifies. When it goes down, it amplifies. It goes both ways. But when you get the market sell off because of some bloody rubbish, noise, nonsense, meet Jim Cramer selling get out of Johnson & Johnson's going bankrupt. Rubbish. When you get Meet Kevin trying to sell your life insurance because Donald Trump said the world's going to come to an end. Rubbish. The market went down and I bought. That's where you beat the market. It's no longer 10 to 13%, it's 20, 30, because the 5% reaction bounces straight back up again. Did it? Yes, it did. Does it every time. And then off we go again. We had the same thing with NVIDIA yesterday. Went down, everybody rotated and they bought crap on the Russell. Now they're dumping the Russell going, oh, well, that didn't work out very well. I made a bit of money, but now I don't want to own this rubbish company. Well, it was rubbish before you bought it. Just because you bought it and the stock went up didn't make it good, did it? But the stock price went up. The stock price went up because everybody bought it. If everybody jumped over a cliff, the cliff's going to get a really popular place. I'm going to put a stand out selling ice cream. Anybody else want to jump off a cliff? Before you do, buy my ice cream. Oh, I got a run on ice cream today. Everybody wants to jump off a cliff. Roll up, buy your ice cream. Bloody brilliant. So, basically, you follow the crowd. Absolute rubbish. When Donald Trump a couple of days ago said, Bitcoin, I'm going to fire Gary Gensler. Hang on a minute. Let me see if he can fire Gary Gensler. Research. Can Donald Trump fire Gary Gensler? Let me find out. Let me speak to people who know. Let me speak to lawyers and people like that. So I did. The answer is no. Can't fire Gary Gensler. Loads of people cheered. Bitcoin went up. Then they realized, oh, yeah, I actually can't fire Gary Gensler. Went straight back down again. The moment there's noise, I go the other way. Or, very often, I set myself up an ice cream stand on the edge of the cliff and go, buy my ice cream before you jump. If you're going to jump, can you just buy my ice cream first? Because I'm going to buy the S&P. Well, what do you mean? Why are we all jumping? Oh, I don't know. It's what you keep doing. People keep being greedy. People keep lying. Meet Kevin keeps selling you training programs, telling you it's the last day. How can 2 million people, 1.89, I'm sorry, how can 1.89 million people watch Meet Kevin every single day, and he says every single day, last day for my training program, tomorrow it's going to go up. Hang on a minute, he's been saying that every day for the last 6 bloody months. What's going on? The world's going to come to an end. Oh, how many times has Graham Stepan said, oh, you know, Graham Stepan's got a Ferrari in his garage and millions of dollars. You know, Meet Kevin's got a plane sitting outside. They're making loads of money telling you crap. I love it. I love it. This video won't get lots of views because nobody wants to hear the truth. They certainly don't want to hear it makes sense to buy the S&P and you can beat the market and you can make loads of money and you become a millionaire. That's boring, is it? Well, I like boring. I find boring very, very exciting. By the way, click above my head. There's the link for the FOMC report. There's the link down there. I said 18 months ago when Meet Kevin was selling training programs that we're going to get a rate cut in September of 2024. Guess what? We are. I called it before anybody. There you go. Over here, you'll find some other stuff. Over here, you'll find some other stuff. And right about here, you can put in an order for some ice cream. If not, go and buy one of my mugs. These really do exist. And when you buy one of my mugs, I will take the profit from that mug, which is about $2, not very much, and I will put it in the S&P. Thank you very much. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I enjoyed making that. That was quite good.